Hi, welcome back. So we're on day 3 of my 5-day water fast, and let's take a little bit of a review of the last 24 hours. So I mentioned last video that I didn't seem particularly hungry, and that's certainly true of today as well. Woke up without feeling any major hunger. Yesterday around 2 o'clock in the afternoon I got a bit of a craving for Brussels sprouts, which may seem strange to many of you, but I've always loved Brussels sprouts, and for some weird reason that was the only thing that I got a craving for. Anyway, that passed within about an hour or so and I was back to my old self. Went to work as usual. I did notice that as the afternoon went by, there was less need or urgency for the urination and following that the drink, as I mentioned last time. So it seemed to be worse during the middle of the day. But today, a little bit less than yesterday, less urgency despite keeping hydrated, 400 mils every time I go, and I feel good. I don't feel weak in any sense. I don't feel lightheaded. I had a very subtle headache yesterday morning, but today I woke up perfectly fine, didn't feel particularly fatigued, and did my Wim Hof breathing exercise, which gave me a little bit of lightheadedness at the time, but I didn't experience any of the tingling in the hands and feet that a lot of people say. So that was my experience of it. Felt good. Afterwards I did just a light warm-up routine, some stretches, and went to work as usual. A lot of people, when they do a water fast, they abstain from physical exercise. I thought I'd go to the gym and have a light routine for about an hour, which I did, and didn't experience any adverse reactions. I did certainly feel weaker. I couldn't lift as much as normal. My stamina was a little bit out. You can probably see I'm a little bit breathless even today, but I feel okay. What else to comment? My mouth may be a little bit dry at times, and I have noticed, at least to myself, perhaps some bad breath. So what I did was take some green tea and peppermint combination, mostly for therapeutic purposes. But apart from that, I'm sticking to water, haven't put anything else in, and hopefully tomorrow will be not much different to today. I feel good. I haven't noticed anything physiologically different. The eczema's still there, doesn't seem any different, but I didn't expect it to. We expect after 2 days or so, 2 to 3 days, that we'd be going into ketosis after abstaining from any meals. I certainly haven't noticed any body odor changes or anything like that, so I'll keep you up to date as far as that goes. But in terms of the showering technique that Wim Hof recommends, I start off showering normally and then turn it gradually colder. I tried that technique this morning and it seemed to work reasonably well. Last night I tried to start off with just my arms and the legs and progressively more proximal. I seem to think, in my own case anyway, that gradually cooling it is less of a shock to the system, and it may be an easier way for me at least to adapt to the gradual increasing cryotherapy. So anyway, in a nutshell, so far so good. I had expected that I'd be a lot hungrier. I'd expected I'd be struggling a lot more, but no, not at all. I'm quite surprised that after 3 days without eating, I feel perfectly normal. I'm not grumpy or crabby, so I can't describe any kind of mood changes, except maybe I feel calmer. That's probably one thing I was thinking about on the way here. But apart from that, yeah, no headaches, no adverse reactions whatsoever. You hear other YouTubers talking about major headaches and withdrawal symptoms and one thing or another, but no, I haven't had any of those. Again, the breathing technique, I managed to hold my breath easily over 2 minutes, so maybe I'm a little fitter than I thought I was, but I'm sure I've got a long way to go yet. So Here's till tomorrow.